Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today I'm going to be playing a new game on the channel. This is the Thaumaturge. This is a game I played a demo of on the channel during one of the previous Steam Next Fests, a few months ago now at least, maybe slightly more. But really enjoyed it. It's kind of a cross between, I guess, a CRPG and sort of a turn-based tactical type thing. It's really interesting anyway. I think it's sort of set in, I think it's pre-World War I Russia. Certainly Rasputin is one of the historical characters that we meet and interact with. But yeah, I thought it was intriguing, and I'm very much looking forward to playing some more. So let's dive in.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone. I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know, you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now, does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
All right, let's play trick on him.
Take this down, please. Arrived. Very beautiful views. People honest at first glance. Sincerely, your barely living cripple.
I didn't mean to cause offense.
Well, then strike that, please. Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Just send greetings to sister.
Please add, my love to you, my sister.
Touching. From whom?
My name is Wiktor Szulski. S-Z-U-L-S-K-I. And Wiktor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere, on every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
Okay, so is there... I don't think there's like a highlight all button, but I'm pretty sure that stuff just gets highlighted anyway. Actually, we can... I right-click perception. It kind of shows us where our objective is, I think. But we can have a little look around before we move on. Lost letter. Dear Anthony, it feels like... Or Antoni. It feels like ages have passed since your last letter. Or maybe it's just the winter that makes everything good and warm seem distant. As you can guess, the life of an exile does not spoil me. Years ago, I was uprooted from my homeland and sent to a foreign land, among foreign people, to fight under a Russian banner. And how am I today? I live among people who hate me. I am losing my health and my mind in cultivating the land that I fertilized with the blood and flesh of its sons. And I can't leave here. I can't stop reminiscing. Death seems to be my only means of escape. Please pray for me. Konstanty. P.S. I don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Anielka that the thought of her brought me solace until the very end. Got some experience for that. We've got something over here as well. Another letter. Dear Janko, please stop with the gentry snobbery and listen to what I tell you. Times are changing. You can no longer rely solely on property ownership. The peasants are different now, and it is not at all clear how things will turn out in the coming years. You just have to look. Wherever you turn, you hear about revolts and peasant guerrillas going at the lords with pitchforks. We have to protect ourselves. Have something on the side, some business that will allow us to live with dignity. That's why I'm telling you to go for the last time. That's why I'm telling you for the last time. Go to the bank in Tiflis and take a loan against half of our assets in the Caucasus. Invest in the oil business in Baku. The railroad is already getting there, and the world needs kerosene. You need to act. I will send you all the documents and authorizations. Don't delay any longer. Greetings, Lev. Okay, if I kind of come over here, is there anything else that gets highlighted? I don't think so. I am pressing sort of keys just in case they highlight other stuff. But I think for now, can I? Just pressing some buttons. Like, doesn't look like I can rotate the map anyway. Hello. Perception. As a thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight. You can anticipate the enemy's actions. You can follow the traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words. And you can reach your goal easier. Yeah, it's pretty much all fine, I'm sure. I mean, I did play the demo, so I kind of know a bit. There's the train going. I need to get to the village, I think. What's this? The Tiflis Herald. The tragic events of August 29 have cast a shadow on the city of Tiflis, leaving it in deep mourning. Yesterday's rally, where reform proposals were set out by Minister Alexander Bulyagin, were to be discussed. They were brutally interrupted by Cossack troops that stormed inside the municipal board building. Armed Cossacks entering the conference room, wreaking havoc. Armed Cossacks entered the conference room, wreaking havoc. In the turmoil, 60 people were killed and over 100 were injured. People are shocked at another instance of unjustified aggression against the nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable. And lots of XP from all this reading we're doing. Can I scroll in now? I can scroll in. I can get closer, but I can't sort of scroll out at all. Talk to the coachman.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
Is there a healer there?
So is it just locals living in the village?
Who else would want to live in a shithole like this?
I actually meant, is there anyone visiting? A guest?
Ah, you came for some healing. Well, he's no guest here. He's been here months, my friend. The people are tormented, so he's sure got folks to heal.
Where might I find him?
I bet he's still in the tavern. He prays this time of day. Oh, he prays a heck of a lot. You getting in, or what?
Let's do it.
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
Load times are pretty quick. It's pretty good. Prologue, hoping for the better.
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
So if I was to right click, it kind of goes off up there, doesn't it? I can actually move with WASD, so I'll probably mainly do that. It's not up these steps anyway. I'm kind of just zigzagging a bit just to see if... although to be fair, there's quite a big highlight distance for stuff, so that's good. We'll read this first. Proletariatis Bridzola. Soon the day will come when the people will throw off their hated shackles. With one stroke of the mighty arm, hardened by work and struggle with misery, they will get rid of the despised Tsar. May the recent events, so agonizing for many, be a torch that will kindle the flame of a just revolution. It will only take a few people to raise their heads proudly and abandon their work, for the flame to become an inferno that will consume the oppressor and cleanse our lands. It is already happening. Workers in major cities are preparing for action, and the country folk are also joining the fray. The hour of trial is upon us. Let us not lose heart. More XP. Okay, so something's going on here. Check this out.
Gentlemen, is this the tavern here?
Hey, Putnik. You coming from far?
Indeed, I'm tired.
Nice boots. Are they warm?
A proud answer. It not only draws from your Floor of Pride's level, not quite sure what that refers to, but will also feed it even more. Go on then.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, these might kick their arses.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. Got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
It's your snummy. We're the Tsar's soldiers.
Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
I think we're going to get a little early glimpse into combat. Okay, so when your enemies lose all their health points, you will win the fight. The enemy's health points are shown on bars below their feet, while your health points are represented by a bar at the bottom, left corner of the screen. Okay. I'll do for now. Start the fight. So this is what I can do. So I can do... Can I... Ah, yeah, I can target either one. I mean, he's got less health, but more focus, whatever that is. Can it tell me what that is? Alright, let's go for this guy. Maybe we'll be able to take him out quicker. So we could do a 5 to 6 quick attack, or a planned attack, which is going to take more time, but basically kill him in one hit. So maybe we should do that. Taking a hit. We got him out of the fight. Cut. Actions queue. Okay, perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions. To find out what they're planning, unfold the actions queue at the top of the screen. Each skill has its own speed. Slower skills are more powerful but require preparation, bringing the risk of an enemy attacking first. Okay. So we're in round... Well, it's hard to say, but if I was to do this, it shows you a grey bar showing how long it would take. And is this what he's planning? Precision cut. Okay, so we could do a couple of quick attacks. Let's try that. Let's see what difference it makes. Yeah, so we could do an attack that would kill him, but it would he'd get another attack. I mean, he's going to get another attack in either way. So let's just do another quick attack. Yeah, he got his attack. But we're going to do another quick one and get rid of him, I think. I think I may have leveled up.
Serves the Ruskies right. They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Thanks, Luca. Okay, so what's my menu? M is map. It said I got a thaumaturgy point there. So let's have a look at this. On the Grimoire's cover, there are available thaumaturgy points that you can spend on the tree. Purchase skill upgrades, improve your powers within any dimension, and hunt salutors, which are kind of like our demon powers. We haven't seen that yet, though, to enable further development. So what was it saying about pride? Upgrades. Flaw. Many people have flaws, but only thaumaturges are aware of their existence. These are blemishes on a personality created as a result of turbulent experiences. They attract salutors and allow young thaumaturges to make a pact with their first salutor. Your flaw is pride. If you nurture it by making the right choices, it will impact the course of events in the future. Here we go. My innate flaw. It got me into trouble on more than one occasion, but it also kept me out sometimes too. It is an integral part of me. Upir, who is our salutor, they're kind of skeleton with a cane that we've seen a few times in the intro, follows this flaw. Increases the heart dimension's force by 1. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. I think this is going to be Upir. And he can join us in fights, but I expect that'll be introduced in the fullness of time. So did it say I had a point to spend? What happens if I click on it? Nothing really. Ooh. Okay, let's develop it. Oh, okay. Right. Now saying I've got an upgrade there. So I've now got a 60% chance of dealing double damage. That seems alright, doesn't it? If I go to this then, each skill can be upgraded. Place the upgrade in the designated spot on the skill icon. Each upgrade takes some space. Choose wisely. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So this is something I can apply to one of these things then. Alright. Which one am I likely to use more? Maybe the quick attack? I mean, the planned attack is good, but there might be weaker enemies we can take out before they act. And, 60% chance of that triggering, doing double damage. And that could, one-shot enemies, potentially. Okay. All right, well, why don't we go into this, get into this tavern, then? What's going on? Camera was just adjusting itself. I got a little doggy. Boy. He is a good boy. Having recently played Rogue Trader, it's really nice to have a game where the transitions are just really, and the loading screens are just really quick. That's who we're here to talk to, so we can have another read of the paper down here. News from Yerevan. Our correspondents report that the newly appointed Governor-General of the Yerevan province, Prince Napoleon Louis Joseph Jérôme Bonaparte, has just arrived in town. The highest officials were present at the welcoming ceremony, followed by a dinner with representatives from Yerevan's most eminent families. The Governor-General's address to the townspeople is expected in the next few days. Anything I can rummage around over here? Don't think so.
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Efimovich Rasputin?
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and...
And you expected a thinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings. Even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
In miracles. In my condition now, I can only hope for a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
I guess we'll start at the beginning, right?
I'm from Warsaw,
So, from Russia.
Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Wiktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
Now, let's say that we're not at our best right now.
That's partly the issue I wanted to speak to you about.
Does that mean you give up?
That means I'll try, but I don't know.
All right, all right. I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Prayer beads. Observation. Time-worn prayer beads with 30 woolen knots. The zeal gushing from the beads impregnates the wool better than the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burns, but it also attracts. Trace certain. Rasputin. Draw a conclusion. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He is a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flame of his ardour. Okay, examine it.
Have you figured anything out yet?
Okay.
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
Alright, so we've got to find something of his. Observations are information that you acquire by interacting with people and items. Observations make up conclusions, a valuable source of knowledge about the world and events that can help you in different situations. Thaumaturges possess perception, which we know, which allows them to read other people's emotions. Yeah, we've done that. In order to recognize them, you must develop the heart, deed, word, and mind dimensions sufficiently. On some items, you will find a trace of someone's personality. It takes one of three forms. Unknown, seeing it for the first time. Familiar, seen it before, but not certain who it belongs to. Certain you know exactly who left it. Traces are only revealed once you pass the test of perception on the item. Okay.
Let's take a look around.
Do a little ping. Thaumaturgy ping. We can do one over here as well. Do I hold down the button? No, it is a ping. We've got something here. The innkeeper has really outdone herself with this stew. Haircloth, a penitential device for voluntary self-mortification of the body. Dimension force too low mind, okay. Trace unknown. Okay.
Who would have thought there were such layers of passion within him?
Prayer book, an ornate prayer book containing prayers for the Russian Orthodox Rite. It vibrates with a languishing moan of delight, the touch of silk, the scent of courtly powder. But that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. Trace cert. We know it's Rasputin's, though. Who would have thought that this priest had such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding lover. Irresistible to women's hearts and bodies, apparently. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods. I think Marvin Gaye sang about that once. I assume that's what we've got to give him. I may have misspent the misspent what I needed to spend leveling up to use it, but oh, hang on, we got something here as well. A dirty bowl that someone has eaten stew from. All right, well, let's talk to him again, I guess.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend. Have a seat.
Rasputin will remember this. Sounds ominous, doesn't it?
Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
Okay, let's get on to our problem, shall we?
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind... I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
A proud answer. Maybe we should do that?
I've got money, if that's what matters.
Give it to the needy. Your riches mean nothing to me. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
Where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here.
Just says find the way. Oh, hello. That's Upir.
I need to get out of here.
I think it seems quite linear.
What is this sound? Shackles?
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, yes. Absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a salutar, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
Okay, so we need to find the person with the flaw that the wild salutar is seeking. We'll try and do that before we go to the cemetery, I think. Just doing this in case there's anything else here, but I think we've probably exhausted stuff inside the tavern for now. Multiple objectives. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can work my way around that. Hello, Bubby. Now, there was a cart blocking the road before, but I think they've moved it now so we can get around the village a bit easier. Oh, hello. Is that saying there's something in this range that I can find?
What do we have here?
They'll all gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch! All these newcomers causing more problems.
Okay. Dropped apple, a bruised crimson apple. Vesna was trembling, dropping a fruit basket, and left this orphan behind. Vesna has left her distinct trace on the fruit. It consists of a heart fluttering in panic and a throat painfully clenched. A bite of this apple would taste of pure fear. Probably could be significant. Oh, yes. I think when we get like that little halo, that's telling me there's something in the near vicinity I can interact with, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I just need to go further out. What's up here? Maybe that halo just happens every time. Or maybe I'm just not seeing things I should be seeing.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Aha. Dead goose. Someone or something strangled this goose. From the goose's twisted neck flows the anger and passion of the person who slaughtered the poor bird. The wave of emotions carries no desire for meat or feathers, only the sour taste of envy and the desire for all of Bogdan's property to go to hell. Oh dear, who's Bogdan?
Over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much, and he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away, you're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers, a witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, This liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother. And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too?
Because you strangled mine. Now what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
The dead goose lies between the quarrelling peasants, the obvious bone of contention here. If the wise woman is to settle this dispute, she'd better do it quickly. It will come to fisticuffs in a moment. Okay, we're drawing a conclusion. It seems that the neighbours quarrelled over a goose strangled in an act of revenge, a classic of the genre. Okay, so we can use our Heart 1 for this. Let's try that.
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Well, all in all, it's... I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside and tell me what you're doing here.
Okay, we should probably do that now. I know I have a point to spend. I was kind of wanting to leave it, because some of these checks I don't have the points for. Maybe, like, leave it and spend it on a check I really need to pass at some point. Salt on the doorstep protects from unwanted visitors and other misfortunes. Interesting. I'm going to look at her stuff before we talk to her. So, my dear son, my heart is crying. Have I harmed you so that you write about me like this? That you renounce your legacy, your land, and your blood? I never said a word to you when you refused to farm with us, nor when you went to Tiflis to study. And now you're calling us stupid? Backward? You repeat after that rector of yours, Zudietski, that Georgian, your language, is the language of dogs. And you want to write to me only in Russian? Child, Georgia flows in your blood. She is the salt in your tears and the glue in your bones. You will not renounce her, you can't. I like that we get XP for reading all this stuff. Diary of an Oblate Priest. They say that every nation has its demons, its phantoms, ghosts, and nightmares were created to make naughty children behave. But I've gone halfway around the world preaching the word of God and learned the truth. These demons, fiends, and devils cursed by God are real, and they are everywhere. In distant Sirmia, people whisper the name Bukovac, a cruel beast whose presence brings wrath and commands people to inflict violence on their neighbours. A fairy tale, you say? But I have seen Bukovac. Here, in Pyatigorsk, I heard the rattle of his chains and felt his fangs digging into my neck and tugging at every fibre of my soul. And I felt the fury that this wraith brings with it, the anger from which there is no escape, the taste of blood in my mouth that no prayer can erase. May the holy walls of the Oblate Church stop this beast. Blessed Virgin, keep me safe. I wonder if that's the... because it mentions the chains, doesn't it? I wonder if that's the thing that we're looking for. The Salutor. Anything else here I can look at? I think not. Let's chat to her then.
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
I guess we'll come back again.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
I don't want to accuse her of taking advantage of the villagers, but it looks like it shows us that we need to investigate more and then sort of come back to her with other findings. So we'll do that. I think there's I'm pretty sure this axe has something to do with something. Oh, no, there's something here. Is it kind of congregating around something in particular? Oh, something here. There we go. Word 1. So I might upgrade word. A hand-carved and elaborately painted wooden box. If I press O, that looks like it's my thaumaturgy screen. So if we can do word. Develop word. So we've got one there now. So fortune. A 50% chance of interrupting the enemy's planned action. It feels like if I'm doing an interrupt, it should maybe be on a shorter one. Yeah, I might move gamble onto planned attacks. Now I'm going to put fortune on that one, I think. Okay, but let's try this check again now. The box is marked with words of love, sweet as kisses. The names of Vesna and Luca intertwine, cuddling tenderly against the wood, against the delicate carvings, trying to protect them from damp and rain, from all the evil the world carries with it. Okay. Hang on, there was something on that screen. Probably just that was telling us that we've met Rasputin. I reckon there's something over here as well. Ooh, damaged axe shaft. The trace it bears does not belong to Vesna. Although it's already become mouldy from disuse, it carries the memory of the spirit of the one who wielded it. A loner by choice with a disposition as tart as juniper berries. Interesting. Okay. Oh, there's something else over here as well. Disc shards. The broken ceramic trembles with anger and frustration. The quarrel erupted suddenly, spewing out bile of mutual complaints and grievances. Its sweet and pungent taste stupefied, compelled, screaming, finger-pointing and hurting. The frenzy lasted until all involved were out of breath. Draw conclusion. In this house lives a married couple who do not mince their words. They argue violently, loudly, until they're out of breath, but they persist together despite everything. So Luca and Vesna married? Is that kind of what we're divining from this? We will knock on her house. I just kind of wanted to look around a little bit before. Around here. Is that the... that's... okay, yeah. Vesna's house, I think. Alright, let's check out Vesna's house then.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help! 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 Somebody help me!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
So I can improve thaumaturgy. What does that mean? I got another point. Okay, what might be useful then? Not bad. Makes every attack on the enemy deal the maximum possible damage. Do that. Okay. Oh, beard. Can I do anything with you? I am not actually sure. Okay, let's go back. Let's start the fight anyway. In order to launch a strong attack against an enemy, you must take away all of their focus. Okay. Causing them to enter the breakdown state. Strong attacks are much more powerful than other skills and allow the fight to end quicker. Okay, how do we take down their focus? Select diversion to lower an enemy's focus. Oh, I see. Okay. Then I get to act again. You and your Salutor each have your own separate set of skills. Plan which you want to use and give the Salutor an appropriate command. Okay. Oh. No, I want that. Then how do I do my actions? Or is that my action? I've already selected that, haven't I? Oh. I may have misplayed that. The enemy has lost all of their focus and is now in the breakdown state. It's a great chance to launch a strong attack. Okay, so this would be the strong attack, right? And Salutor Wait, so how much damage are we doing? 23. Okay, so we need to do a bit more then. So let's do his strong attack as well. Okay, I guess we divert again and... I don't need to restore my health. Oh. And they're both slow attacks, aren't they? So let's just do the bigger one. It will take a hit now. No? Maybe it cancelled his action. So we could do a strong attack. And then together with Upir's attack, that might kill him. Although I don't think actually it's killing. I think we're knocking them out.
The devil sent you.
You could say that, sure.
If thinking interferes with their actions, so much the worse for thinking. The locals are impetuous, irritable, and eager to pick a fight for even the most trivial reason. Something is not right here. Anger. We think the wild salutor is linked to anger, I think.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Is it going to be the same thing again?
Please leave. Please, please.
Okay, well, we're not getting in there. We could try talking to Luca. I think he was hanging out by the tavern. He was before, anyway. Maybe go and talk to the wild... Well, unless there's anything out here, of course. Oh, hello. A protective charm made of string, sticks and feathers. It's supposed to protect the residents from the influence of evil powers. I think he just takes us back to the station, the cabbie. I don't think we need to speak to him right now. Okay, well let's maybe go talk to the wise woman. We might have an in with her now that we've looked into that a little bit.
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
Right, okay. Well, we could... I don't think she's going to like this very much, but...
A lot of people benefit from your wisdom. They're superstitious and timid, as far as I've been able to figure out. Easy to control, right?
Pot calling kettle. That, my boy, that you can ask that charlatan with fancy dress and beard. Who takes advantage of who here? Bah! The people here are believers, of course. But the spirit in the village is real too.
Does she mean the salutor?
Is this spirit you're talking about, not a person?
I heard it howling. That's nothing human. One evil spirit here persecutes people, and you can hear it now and then, sometimes. Tragedies attract it, and impure thoughts. We here call it a bukovac.
Yes, that's what was mentioned in the book in our house.
Probably call it other things.
An evil spirit's an evil spirit. It torments people and turns their weaknesses against them.
And what if I told you I could get rid of it?
I'd say I'll believe it when I see it. And I'd ask, how else can I help you?
Okay, well, we're missing stuff here,
Well
so...
then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
Okay, I mean, we do have the option of going to the graveyard, of course. I mean, that might be the way to go. I don't feel like I've missed anything particularly in the village. If I follow this, what is it telling me? It might be telling me to go to the cemetery anyway. Does look like it. Okay, well, it seems like all roads lead to the cemetery, so we'll go there.
Excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery. It's not like anyone there is going to run away. And look, my horse is more dead than alive.
Coachman doesn't want to take me to the cemetery. If I use my power, I should be able to change his attitude. Okay. Don't seem to have one.
I'll be right back.
Using thaumaturge, you can manipulate other people. First, you must know a person's secrets, which you can learn by making conclusions. If the manipulation is available, the character interaction icon will change, and upper will appear next to the character. Okay. Ah, alright, let's have a look. The shovel still showed traces of mud and ice. The coachman had to free the wagon's wheels from the soft soil that had engulfed them. There's something over here too. Rag. The coachman used the rag to wipe the sweat from his forehead. The rag reeked with the sour odour of fatigue. Attempts to free the wheels from the soft soil made the spine crack like a fishbone, and the muscles burn with fire. And no one would help. Such was his job, such was his fate. Coachman is tired and weary. He's worked hard at unloading the wagon alone, and all he dreams of is a moment of rest. I can relieve his suffering. Okay, so let's manipulate him.
I'm not going anywhere.
Make the coachman's fatigue go away.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery, and I meant to take the horse out for a ride, so get on.
Okay, so we're at the cemetery, but I think we'll leave it there for now. When we come back, we'll proceed in, we'll talk to Rasputin, and we'll hopefully get to the bottom of whatever issue is plaguing the village just at this moment. But thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this first episode of the Thaumaturge. We're still kind of covering the same ground that was in the demo, but I think hopefully next time we'll start to get into the new content, for me anyway. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you did, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that'd be great. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the game so far. I'm enjoying it. I always like a bit of a mystery, and this is it a detective game? I suppose it could be a bit of a detective game. I don't know quite how in-depth your own, as a player, deductions are. I think maybe, from what I've read anyway on the forum, it's maybe not linear, but it doesn't leave you to make deductions. The game kind of leads you to deductions, so... but yeah, I'm enjoying it anyway. But let me know your thoughts, and if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, if you could do that, that would be amazing. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.